So uh, I had my first budget meeting with my wife, Brittany. So that was absolutely a good win, getting on the same page for finances.
Awesome. Welcome back, man. Welcome stateside. Jake's been working with me for a few months now, and I give him so much credit because he's still active duty, but he's thinking about that next chapter, just the massive amount of foresight to know that there's going to be a new season, a new chapter ahead. So welcome to the group, man. Excited to have you on the calls.
Appreciate it.
Mr. Ribeiro, check in and wins, sir.
Good morning, guys. Mentioned last week that my dad was visiting here at our house here in Colorado. That's fairly notable for me because he hasn't ever visited over the last, I don't know, 18, 20 years since I left the house, right? And so, or yeah, even longer than that, I guess. So, and it was surprisingly great, contrary to everything I thought it was going to be. And like, just showed up as a grandfather, showed up present with my kids, just showed up. And so my wife and I are hopeful and thankful for what this last weekend looked like. It's really good. Another win for me, and just check in. I had a great talk with Joe Dalton as well. Troy, make sure to call Joe. I saw that in the chat. Just super good dude. I mean, and that's just based on the 20-minute call and these check-ins that I've had with him, on this call, right? But it's just, yeah, I'm thankful, Joe. Thank you. And so, last one for me is I realized a bit ago that I'm a bit of a rescuer, and for those in my life, and just kind of to the point of over rescuing. And lately I've been intentionally moving away from that, and that is a big win for me. So whether it's rescuing my team here, the team I manage here at work, or rescuing my wife, or rescuing my children, but not giving them the chance to grow and learn from where they're at. So that's a big win. Yep. Thanks.
Good, man. That's good to identify that. You can be either a lighthouse and have healthy boundaries and invite people to us, or we can be that tugboat, which is the rescuer that goes out into the sea, attaches itself to the sinking ship, and ends up potentially losing himself in the swells. So that's great awareness. A lot of us guys here on the call, all recovering nice guys, we all have that rescuer complex built in. So I'd strongly encourage you to, if you haven't yet already, read No More Mr. Nice Guy. That'll paint that picture, but it's great awareness to have that, start to change that mindset. Good stuff, man. Let's go with Mr. Jeremy Corman. I think this is maybe your first or second time on the call, man.
Nah, it's first time on the call. Sorry that my video, like for some reason when I stopped my video, I can hear you guys. I got really bad connection, so I kind of narrowed it down to my video. I'm not sure why that is. So I missed a lot of the conversation, and I'm kind of lost on what's going on.
Just share your wins, brother. All we want to do is get to know you a bit, share your wins, where you're at, and that's it.
Yeah. My wins are, getting up at I set a goal for myself for my daily routine, because I feel like that's a really huge important part of tackling anything is your morning routine. Mine starts at 5 a.m. I slipped off of that track for a long time and got back on that track, and get up in the morning, do my daily devotions, and then you go move my body. And when the temperature gets cold enough, I'll be adding cold plunges to that too. So my big win for me is continuing, just getting them, a little more disciplined, and getting up out of bed at that time and conquering my day. So
yeah, man, on a winning streak with that, Jeremy. I love the morning accountability texts I get from you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Good work, sir. Welcome to the group. All right, Mr. Isaac Full, let's get your wins and check-in, sir.
Good morning, gentlemen. A win for me is yesterday I celebrated 40, turned 40 years old yesterday. So that's a solid win for me. Then Sunday, my wife and I committed to, through our church that's going to stand up here in September. We committed to leading a community Christian faith-based life group, is what we call them, at our house through the next year. So it's an open invite community discussion around the sermon, or just an open Christian forum to connect with more individuals in our community and bring them to Christ. So we've committed to doing that and hosting that at our place. And then Saturday, I was blessed to go down and meet with a coworker who's a bullfighter. And he's like the guy that taps the bulls on the head when the cowboys get bucked off and like steers them away. And he bought into me, invested into me this last spring, and dedicated to wearing a jersey that is fitted to promote my bike ride and raising awareness and raising money to get more veterans, military members, and their families into the outdoors. And we auctioned off one of the jerseys that he wore this summer and raised $2,000 on Saturday night in a community of 1,086 people.
Very
So
cool.
there was about 100 people total at the event, and they auctioned the jersey off actually 3 times. And the family who bought the jersey at the end has a young individual who's a GWAT veteran that is terminal with colon cancer now, that he had contracted when he was deployed or through his time in service. So it's a really cool, moving little opportunity to be present with somebody, and then just to share my passion for helping get individuals into the outdoors and utilizing that space for therapy. So a lot of wins, a lot of cool wins this last week. Another big win for me was just getting up this morning, like